6:30 in the morning. My buddy's still asleep. I went to bed early. I was worn out. But here's one of his clocks. And it's a pretty cool alarm clock. And he bought it. It doesn't work. And while he's asleep, without his permission, I'm going to take this back cover off and check it out. It is a Jerome Company clock. It's got velvet on the sides. So we're going to tackle this thing. Got the back cover off by unscrewing all these winders and hand setting tools. They all unscrew. Here's the movement. It does tick, but it's not wound up all the way. And it does need some cleaning. Let's see what happens when I wind it up. He didn't have it wound up all the way. As you can see, it's ticking away. It's a pretty old alarm clock. It's pretty cool. His mystery clock, as you can see, is still swinging away. I believe it's an 8-day clock. I'm going to put the this knob down here is for setting the alarm, and it doesn't have the knob on it to set the hands. Of course, the alarm spring needs to be wound up also. Now when I set the alarm, it should do something, but it's not. guess this is to, I don't know, shut it off. I'm going to take that off. There's the hammer. It hits the bell. It's a pretty cool little clock. I wish I had a hand setting knob. Here's one that might fit. Here we go. No, it don't fit. Yeah, there we go. We can set the time. Let's see how accurate it is. I'll leave it ticking on his desk. I hope y'all like this video. Leave me a thumbs up. Again, this is a Jerome clock. And while I was here, there's a app on your cell phone that you can use. It's Google, and you click on your Google app, and there's a camera. You can take a picture of the item and on this app and do research. I would have to have two phones to record and show you the app. I'm going to do it off camera and see what I can find. Per the Microlist database, here's the trademark. It says Jerome Company / JCO and or JN Company in the order of Garter Circle. Manufacturer New Haven Clock Company. Clocks, New Haven, USA, registered 11/5/1905. So this clock was made around 1905. To take the movement out, you have to take the hands off, and there are 4 little brass nails on the front. There's 2 down here, and there was 2 up here, and I got the 2 top ones out, so now I could take the glass out. Ta-da! And I should be able to take this brass piece out. Ta-da! And now I have to take the hands off to get the dial off. And then there's screws on the front to take the movement out. So that's what I'm trying to get to. So let me take the hands off. I got the hands off using these, and no, I didn't destroy the hands. Now there's a nail, a brad right here. I think once you take that brad off, the dial will come off. The dial plate is off. Now I take these two screws out, and the movement will come out, and then we could put in this ultrasonic cleaner. Yes, you should take the movement apart, but because this has got a hairspring movement on it, I'm not going to take it apart, and I do not recommend not taking it apart. But because I never worked on this kind of movement before, and because he has professional grade cleaning solution, we're gonna put it in the cleaning solution just the way it is. I don't like working on these hairspring type escapements because you could tear them up, and I've tore up several. Okay, for the people who don't like my homemade letdown tool that has the wooden dowel with the slot in it, you tell me how this letdown tool is going to let down this spring with this type of winding system on it. It will not. You need a slot, and my homemade letdown tool will work perfect for this type of system. These are designed to fit on the end of the arbor, but this arbor is a round screw threaded arbor. If I can get it off. And these are not designed to work on that. That is round. It's not a square. One way that you could let down the spring in a case like this is let it stay running. And eventually the spring will become loose. Because if you are going to put a movement that you haven't taken apart like this in your ultrasonic cleaner, you do not want to put it in the ultrasonic cleaner with the spring fully wound, because you have to be able to dry it off. And with the spring fully wound, you're not going to be able to dry it off that well. And so, again, I do not recommend that you put a movement in an ultrasonic cleaner without taking it apart, but in a case where you feel that you have to, because you don't want to take it apart, because you don't want to damage it, then use some precautions and put it in an ultrasonic cleaner. And with it having the hairspring on it, I would only put it in an ultrasonic cleaner for a couple minutes myself.